Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. As you can tell by the title, this pick a card reading is going to be about a message for you. A message from your spirit guides, your angels, a message from the universe, okay? So this is going to be another mysterious what is the message for you today pick a card reading, meaning we're only gonna know what the message for you today is as soon as you chose a pile and we reveal what the cards are talking about. Okay, I don't want to make this intro too long. In the next clip, as usual, you can choose between 3 images. If you feel like a little bit indecisive, I would highly recommend to choose a number generator that you find on Google. Just ask your spirit guides to talk to you or help you choose the right pile, and then, click on the number generator. And if not, just choose between an image that you feel drawn to for whatever reason, okay? So without further ado, I would say I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. So you chose this beautiful image here. Okay, my beautiful pile number 1, I'm going to channel the energy first. Okay, if I close my eyes, it is because I'm channeling, and then we're gonna look at the cards together. Okay, what your message is for today. Pile number 1, the first thing that I'm hearing or heard when I was shuffling your cards, your spirit guides or the universe is asking you a question or wants to ask you a question. And this question is, who are you really? Okay, there's something about who are you really. If you look into the mirror, or if you would write a poem about yourself, what would you write? How would you describe yourself? Okay, there's an energy of, I feel like a lot of you guys right now in your life, you might be feeling a little bit awkward, chaotic, or almost lost. Not really, but there's a hint of feeling lost, or a hint of feeling like you don't know what the future holds for you, a little bit of uncertainty. Okay, and Spirit is saying the reason why you feel uncertainty, or the reason why you sometimes find yourself feeling a little bit emotionally unstable, is because you are no longer the person that you used to be 2 years ago or even a year ago. There's a strong transformation taking place in your, I'm hearing in your story, in your soul, in your spirit. It almost feels like you are letting go of the old version of yourself. I'm also picking up an energy here that your third eye is a little bit blocked. Okay, that is also the reason why you feel a little bit uncertain, because you actually have a very, very strong gift of knowing, a strong gift of feeling or sensing. But I feel like it sometimes gets a little bit clouded, okay, by things happening, circumstances, people, the people that surround you. Okay, Spirit wants to talk about how you are transforming into a new person, a new version of yourself, meaning that you're no longer the person that you used to be. Okay, and I keep hearing the question, who are you really? Think about it for a few minutes. Who are you really? If someone would write a poem about you, what would they write? Or if you would write a poem or an entry in your journal, for some of you guys, if you feel drawn to that, I would highly recommend for you to do this, to just write down who you feel like you are. For example, I am a person, I believe in stars. I feel like stars are very important to look at. I am a person that believes in love. I am a person that believes in God. I am a person that believes in unity. I am a person that believes in treating everybody kindly and friendly. What is it what you would write about yourself? There's a strong hint of, I'm seeing how you come out of a room and there's a door, and before you go through that door, there's somebody standing there and they want to write down who you are. It almost feels like, like when you go to like a club, or like when you have to pay entry, or it feels like a guest list. Okay, oh, interesting, guys. There's a lot coming through, bear with me. Okay, I'm seeing like a guest list here. Oh, okay, I'm seeing a guest list here. Oh, that's interesting. I'm seeing somebody there and they're asking you, who are you? But it's metaphorically speaking. So they're looking for your name on the guest list to grant you access to that event. It almost feels like you are walking into a new way of living, a new chapter. But before this takes place, Spirit wants you to claim or speak out loudly who you are. You don't even have to write it down, just speak. This is who I am. I am the person that believes in, I am the person that wants to. Okay, what is your statement on planet Earth? If you were on a red carpet and they would give you an interview, or if you would, win a prize, what would your speech be about? What are you so convinced of that you take it with you? Spirit is also asking you, how can you show the world more who you are, with the way that you dress, with the way that you speak, with the things that you do or don't do? Spirit wants you to express yourself in full effect. There's something about, I'm picking up the energy. Spirit is saying that you're sleeping on your full potential. There's an energy, of like you have a blind spot when it comes to who you are, and Spirit wants you to see who you are. I actually posted a pick a card reading on my community post, and it reminds me of pile 1, where I wrote down, Spirit wants you to be more convinced of yourself, like Kanye West loves Kanye West. I'm the greatest of all time. Okay, and this greatness doesn't have to be that you are better than anybody else, but where do you feel like this is what my great personality is about? This is who I am about. This is my statement. there's something about express a little bit more who you are to the world with the way that you walk, with the way that you talk, with your actions, okay? Something about it reminds me of somebody who, because I feel like for some of you guys, I'm picking up the energy that you dimmed your light a lot, okay? I think I'm gonna channel a lot, guys, so I hope you don't mind if I close my eyes here. I'm picking up the energy here that Spirit is saying you have dimmed your light a lot for multiple reasons. Somebody who tried to hide a certain aspect of who they are, or somebody who, there's something about, wow, okay. Because now I'm being brought to like a dark room. Wow, okay. Okay, listen, pile number one. I'm picking up the energy of Spirit is saying right now in this very moment, it's time for you to begin with a clean slate, with a new canvas. It almost feels like you can now let go of everything that has happened in the past. There's something about don't carry what has happened in your past with you, like bags. You know, like you would carry a bag. This is my story. Especially if it is tied to you feeling like you had to change in order to fit in, or there's something about I'm scared to show who I truly am, or do I know who I truly am? There's something about a clean slate. This is also the reason why you feel lost, because it almost feels like, if I could describe that in energy, it feels like somebody who is standing by the water or looking at the sky or feeling the wind, the breeze of the ocean. And now I'm seeing somebody throwing a rock into the ocean. And it symbolizes I'm letting go of who I used to be. I'm no longer this naive person that people can take advantage of. I'm no longer the person that people can silence. I'm no longer the person that is shy to walk around with green hair. I'm no longer that person. I'm also hearing I'm no longer this hurt child. I'm now a grown woman, a grown man. And I know how to love others. But this time around, I want to love myself. This time around, I want to love myself so much that I have fun expressing who I am. That I have fun with, changing my outfit, my appearance. That I have fun with showing people who I am. There's something about Spirit wants you to show people who you are. With everything that you do in a creative way. Spirit wants you to show the world who you are and be bold with it, or creative. There's something about Spirit is saying the time is over where you play small or you try to fit in, or the time is over, because I'm seeing like leaves dropping. It's so on point with the seasons, because autumn season is usually about letting go. The leaves are dropping. So what do you want to let go of? And how do you want to walk upon earth? Okay, I'm picking up the energy here. There's something about trying a new lipstick, trying a new outfit, to really, claim this new version of you. Doing things differently than you used to. Again, I keep hearing I'm no longer the person that I used to be. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from my past, but that doesn't mean that I have to carry my past with me all the time. What about I start with a clean slate again? You're standing by the ocean. You're hearing the waves. There's nothing. It feels like nothingness. I keep getting an energy of like nothingness, but it's not in a bad way. It's not feeling empty. It just feels like fresh and clean. like a clean slate, a clean canvas. And if you had a canvas in front of you, how would you paint yourself? What would be important that you want to put on that canvas that really expresses who you truly are? Okay. Yeah, I'm also hearing a change of scenery. So Spirit is asking you to change the scenery, or yeah, something about you're ready for this big change, this big transition, this big transformation that is taking place within you. And again, if you feel lost or a little bit empty, it is because you're literally starting with a clean slate or a clean canvas. Okay. There's something about your dreams that Spirit wants to talk about. I'm going to show you the cards now, okay? So we have here the card Serendipity. It says, bright new prospects are on the horizon. And I'm paying attention to the moon here. Especially since we also have, I believe it's the star card, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, if you look here, it looks like a starry sky. So there's something about Spirit wants you to, yeah, okay, that's actually also a message from me. Spirit wants you to write down your dreams because it's very important for the next step, the next chapter in your life. It almost feels like they're talking to you a little bit more through dreams, and it's important for you to write them down because you might forget them throughout the day, but the messages are very, I'm hearing, significant. Now, if I'm going back to the guest list, there's something about Spirit wants to talk about how I'm hearing, yeah, and it also says Spirit visiting. It feels like Spirit is inviting you to something. It almost feels like Spirit is inviting you to that new chapter. But before you do that, it is important for you to claim this new version of you and to fully let go of the old version of you. Okay. I'm also hearing give me a moment. Yeah, I'm hearing throw everything that you thought about yourself in the trash and start new. There's something about, I'm hearing a lot of you guys, you have star quality. Now, when I say that, for some of you guys, I'm picking up the energy that when you were younger, you were like a very confident, bold child who liked to take pictures, who liked to, you know, dance in front of people. There's something about, for some of you guys, when you were a child, you did something that is very, very significant when it comes to the next chapter of your life, okay? Because I'm picking up the energy of like a child who doesn't care about what other people think. They're just dancing or they're just posing for the camera, because we have the camera here too. I'm hearing there's something that you did when you were like a teenager, around like 8 years old or really, really young. And I'm hearing you kind of lost that. I'm hearing you lost that fun in expressing who you are, or you forgot about how good it feels to just be yourself and not think about what other people think of you or how you are perceived. I'm also hearing for a lot of you guys, just take this if it resonates, okay? I'm seeing like somebody here, when you were a child, again, you were very confident, very bold, and you loved to be in front of the camera, or you loved to entertain people, you loved to make people laugh, or I'm hearing there's a quality within you that you had when you were a child. And this quality, this energy, this spark is coming back, okay? If you find yourself being a little bit more goofy or funny and stuff like that, you're tapping into that, who you used to be before all the shit happened in your life. all the betrayal or all the pain, all the hurt. For a lot of you guys, I'm picking up the energy that you have star quality. And when I say that, for a lot of you guys, when you were a child, you know how like some celebrities, when they were younger, they already sang. I'm being brought to like Mac Miller, and when he was like 8 years old, his parents were filming him how he was rapping. Or, like a little child that loved to play with fashion. And there's pictures of this child playing with fashion or something like that, and they become a fashion designer. That's what it feels like with you here. I'm hearing when you were younger, when you were a child, you did something, and now it is being brought to light, or there's something about, again, somebody who, like a tape from a star, like like 𝘕𝑗 or something like that, and she was dancing in that, tape, in that video. And in that moment, you could almost foretell that she would do something with dancing, that he would do something with rapping, that she would somehow be a person that would entertain people in the future, because she did that when she was younger. That was very natural. It feels like something, I'm hearing for a lot of you guys, you have the natural talent to be in front of the camera. Only take that if it resonates. I'm going to move on to the next message in a second, okay? There's something about there's something very natural about you that you hide, or something that you don't fully express, but it's very natural. You did that when you were younger. Okay. I'm hearing you are a natural-born singer, a natural-born poet, a natural-born star, a natural-born celebrity, a natural-born author, whatever it is you feel deeply connected to. When you look at a star and you imagine yourself in the brightest light, what do you see? Do you see yourself speaking in front of people? Do you see yourself dancing? Do you see yourself writing a book that changes the world? I feel like for a lot of you guys, what Spirit is trying to tell you here is there is a natural quality to you that is directly linked to your wish manifesting. Because I feel like there's an energy of like, I have to be a certain way to get what I want. But what Spirit is actually saying is you only have to be the most natural self, like a child, like a teenager, like an 8-year-old. They dance because they feel like, because I'm being brought to like a child that was like very bubbly or very outspoken, and they danced in front of people, or they were dancing in their room thinking that they are a star, creating a choreography and stuff like that. There's something that you did when you were younger, or a teenager, or a few years back, and I'm hearing the spark is coming back. There's something about a lot of you guys, I'm hearing you are meant to be in front of the camera. You are meant to do something big. You are meant to be known. You are meant to do something that surprises people, or you are meant to stand out in your family. I'm hearing don't hide what makes you stand out. The universe didn't create you the way that you are just for you to hide it. Why would you? Because I'm being brought to like somebody who wants to wear like a really crazy beret, but they don't because I don't know why. To be honest with you, Spirit is asking you, why are you not doing this? Why are you not expressing that aspect of you? Why are you hiding that? Because I'm hearing now, surprise, surprise, if you don't hide it, There's something wild taking place in your life, like serendipity. Okay. Now we also have the Three of Pentacles here, as well as the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I'm hearing Spirit is saying they want you to imagine yourself in the spotlight just for a moment, even if you feel like I don't want to do anything that puts me in the spotlight. For some of you guys, I feel like, is that really true, or are you just scared? Spirit wants to ask. There's something about if you would imagine yourself on the red carpet, or again, if you would imagine yourself being in the spotlight, what would you want to show people? What would you want to tell people? What would be your message to the world? And express that more in your daily life. I'm hearing there's naturally a light on you. You would be, I'm being brought to like an event. Oh, okay, the message is coming together. Okay, listen, I'm being brought to an event, and the person on stage is looking for somebody from the crowd to bring them on stage to, like, I don't know, talk or whatever. And the light, you know, if the light would go in the crowd, the light would stop where you sit. And then I'm seeing somebody like pushing you, hey, go do this, go to the stage. And you're like, no, I don't want to. Is that true, or are you just scared? Is it true that you don't want to stand out? Because standing out doesn't mean, what does standing out mean to you? Maybe standing out just means bringing a message across. Maybe standing out means that you're the one in the family that brings the big change. I'm hearing, let all these negative thoughts or these negative assumptions about being in the spotlight, let it go. And again, spotlight can be on multiple, in multiple forms. It doesn't mean in front of the camera. This could also mean just in your family or your friend circle or at work. Because there's a natural hint to you that you are meant for something big. For some of you guys, again, if you feel like you always had this energy in your heart, or you felt like there was like a golden thread in your life where for some reason you were always in the one that got the most attention, or there was even bad attention. I'm not just talking about like people loving you or you being popular for some reason in a group circle or in a friend circle or at work. This could also be bad attention, right? Where people were bullying you or people were sending negative energy towards you. You must ask yourself, why does this happen in my life? It happens because there's a natural energy to you where the light shines on you. So I'm hearing Spirit shows you to do something outstanding in your friend circle, in your family, at work. Okay? And for some of you guys, you're literally meant to be a star. You're literally meant to be a celebrity. When I say meant to be a celebrity, you know how much influence, how much power celebrities have. So it's about the power that Spirit wants to give you if you take the invitation to be in the spotlight. Hearing if you take the invitation to truly be yourself and to express it with every fiber, every cell in your body. Express who you truly are with every fiber and every cell in your body, with your outfit, with your scent, with what you speak about, with what you create, with how you do things, the books that you read. Because I'm being brought to somebody who is way too humble. Spirit is saying you're way too humble. You were chosen for a reason to do this. to stand out. I'm hearing you are the game changer. Just accept it. Okay, now I want to go back to the guest list that I saw, because it almost looks like the lady could have a guest list in front of her, right? For some of you guys, I'm also hearing it's time to put your art out there, or how can you bring your personality or your natural energy more into what you do, or how you speak, just in general. Spirit wants you to be a little bit more natural with everything that you do and less performative. And I'm not saying that to call you out, because sometimes we feel like, oh, I have to, like be better at work or say the right things to not stir the pot. That's what I mean with performative. Okay? Less performative, more real, less dimmed and brighter. Spirit wants you to shine your light brighter and less dimmed. Like literally when you dim a light. Spirit is saying, no, you were in the dimmed light for a while. You are now ready to be seen. It feels like you have, but Spirit is saying, but you have to be ready for that. There's something about, are you ready for this? And if not, give yourself a little bit of time, but just know that you are the game changer. And game changer, people that change the game, they make history, and they naturally attract attention. This has been a golden thread in your life. For some reason, you were, somehow involved in drama. Somehow people were pointing their fingers towards you. May that be good or bad. Okay. This might be something that you have not really realized. And I'm also hearing it brought up. I'm hearing for some of you guys that you think about, when you think about attention or when you think about being in the spotlight, you usually connect it to, all the bad things. But Spirit is saying that they're first of all protecting you from the bad things or the bad energy or this, whatever you're thinking about. But being in the spotlight is also very honorable, because you inspire people. You give people the courage to do the same. You show people that they can be themselves when you do that. Okay. I'm going to get a few more cards here. I'm picking up the energy. What Spirit wants to tell you is, I'm also hearing somebody's manifesting you. When I say that I'm being brought to like big things, I feel like for some of you guys, you're really meant to be a star or meant to be in the spotlight, meant to be seen, again, depending on what you wish for yourself. But if you have had big visions of you being in a music video, or you talking in front of a public, or you being famous for the furniture that you make or the paintings that you make, or you being whatever the heck it is, being a famous author or somebody who creates photographs or whatever it is, if you had those big visions for yourself, even when you were younger, let's say you were like 16, you had those big visions, but then a lot of stuff happened in your life and you kind of like dimmed it down. Spirit is saying those big visions are now becoming a reality, or there's an energy of, this was not just in your mind. The people that are well known, the people that are, like, I don't know, Michael Jordan, Marilyn Monroe and stuff like that, this is natural. There's a natural energy to it. And Spirit usually does that because those people have to bring a big message to the world or to their friend circle or to their family. I'm hearing, accept that you are chosen. I also heard that somebody's manifesting you, meaning what you don't know is that you are part of a bigger project, okay? There's an energy of, and we're going back to like the light would shine on you in the crowd. There's something about being brought to like a crew or like a group or like an artist that is looking for a muse or that is looking for a person to paint, and they're looking for you. Does that make sense? There's an energy, what you're currently attracting is a person that does something, they work on something with the Three of Pentacles here, okay? This would be a person that is looking for somebody to interview, and they're looking for you. Like, you would be the ideal person that they have in mind to interview, or the ideal person to take pictures of, the ideal person to inspire them to create more art, the ideal person to hold a speech, the ideal person to, how do you say that, to promote their product, okay? If you have social media, I'm also picking up the energy here that you're attracting sponsorships of some sort, or there's literally people that want to work with you, but it feels like the new version of you is attracting a lot of people that want to work with you, or that admire your work, or there's something about projects that you will be involved in that you don't know of yet at all. Like, you don't know what you will be involved in, like a gallery opening, you will be, you know, like I don't know, in the magazine, or you will be the reason why somebody, you know, like I'm also hearing like a talent manager of some sort. Yeah, there's something about another person. I'm picking up the energy of another person that is manifesting you because you are the right candidate, or the right star, or the right, and when I say star, I'm also talking about the soul, not just, oh, I'm a star like Angelina Jolie. It's also the soul. The soul is a star itself, right? And some people have a very passionate soul. Some people have a very passionate, colorful soul that is meant to literally materialize as a real star, you know? Yeah, I'm hearing you will soon be invited to something, or you will be approached. It's like it feels like a talent manager. It doesn't have to be quite literally that, but it feels like a talent manager that is looking for a talent like you, or that is looking for a person like you. This is what I'm picking up here. Spirit is also asking you, how can you fully make peace with the past? Is there something that comes to your mind? Because I feel like you are a very creative person. Spirit is asking you, is there a way as to how you can fully let go of your past self, by burning things, by throwing things out, by looking at an old picture of yourself? I'm also hearing for some of you guys, it's time for you to take new pictures of yourself, because the old pictures, they don't show the energy that you have right now, or the energy that you're stepping into, okay? For some of you guys, I'm picking up here, you're gonna be on a VIP list, or you're gonna be like a special guest for somebody or something, okay? There's something, because again, I keep getting this vision of somebody who's like asking you, who are you? And your name is on the guest list. This is what it feels like. And it feels like somebody invited you to come there because they see the star, the light of your soul. They can see that, and they think it's perfect for what they're working for. And I'm picking up the energy. This is not romantic. This is definitely either business or friendship, okay, that is coming through here. Platonic or business is what I'm picking up here. Or family even, okay? Let's see, let me get a few more cards here. Which cards do I want to use though? Give me a moment. Spirit, what do you want pile number? What is the Three of Pentacles about? What is this Four of Cups? What is the Three of Pentacles? What is this project about here? Yeah, Spirit wants you to put yourself out there. Ooh, this is a big thing. Yeah, I already felt it. This is like a big thing here. Yeah, okay. It's manifesting in autumn season. We are in autumn season right now, but autumn season has like some big new project, a big new do you say venture? Like there's something really big coming to you this fall season. And it involves either sponsorships, collaborating, getting invited by somebody, getting like a talent scout or a talent manager or of some sort. Or this could also be that Spirit is asking you to learn a new skill that you always were drawn to, because whatever is connected to that skill that you will be learning in fall season is gonna, I'm hearing it's gonna help you to unleash your full, yeah, there's something about unleash your full potential. Okay. Let me get one card here. Unleash your full potential. So this either talks about you going out there and sending emails to people like that you sent the energy out, hey, I'm ready to be sponsored, or I'm ready to do something that is a little bit wild, or I'm ready to get interviewed, or I'm ready to talk about my art in a magazine of some sort, okay? And then for others of you, this is somebody who's gonna come to you. Okay, let's see, what is the Three of Pentacles about here? Yeah, you're definitely manifesting like a person or a project that you will be part of. Yeah. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, let's talk about it. Pile number one. Another thing, Spirit is saying they're visiting you in your dreams, so I just want to enhance that. Or do you say enhance? I just want to say that message again. Pay attention to your dreams. They're very significant. The dreams that you're getting now, you have to write them down, like literally have. Spirit is telling me you have to write them down because they will make sense, okay? And they're leading you into the right direction. Now, when I look at this card here, yeah, it almost feels like you're turning your back towards the light. This is what I was talking about. This feels like the gate or the light where you're supposed to walk into, but you're turning your back towards it, almost as if you're not ready to be seen, or you're not ready to really be in the spotlight, or you don't know if you can handle all of this, the eyes looking at you, or you cannot handle, you know, giving an interview. Maybe you're like a little bit nervous and something along those lines. And what I'm picking up here, Spirit is saying a lot of your fear comes from what has happened in the past, which is the reason why it's important for you to look at the past and fully release it, okay? Because if I look at this energy here, I'm looking at how I'm picking up that these two people are a little bit salty, to be honest with you here. These two people, and this is you. But we talked about how the eyes are on you. It always has been like a problem or a golden thread in your life, how for some reason you're the center of attention, or you're involved in drama, or somebody is like jealous of you, or even good attention, that you get attention from people where you're like, why is this person paying attention to me? Okay, I'm picking up the energy. Yeah, it feels like Spirit is asking you to fully let go of what has happened in the past and find a way to really, I'm hearing, to really bury it, or to really say goodbye to that memory, or say goodbye to that old way of doing things, the old way of living, or even all the pain and the hurt people caused you. How can you really make peace with it to the point where you're no longer afraid of the shadow and you're ready for the light, whatever that means to you? Okay, because what I'm picking up here is with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles talks about financial abundance. It talks about, you know, breaking an ancestral karma, which I'm picking up here as well. I'm picking up that a lot of people in your family didn't have the courage to walk this path, but you do, okay? There's just a little bit of fear that is holding you back, or a little bit of nostalgia, how situations happened in your past and how they kind of scarred you. Wow, okay, I'm being brought to somebody who has scars on their body, and instead of making those scars determine who you are, you paint over those scars to make a new story. That scar happened, but what do I make out of that scar? How do I turn pain into power? How do I turn pain into empowerment? Because it will lead you again either to like a very special event, being part of like a very special project, as well as somewhat of like financial abundance or a windfall of money. Okay, may that be permanent, or may that be something that is like once in a lifetime. Okay, I'm seeing that there is a lot of spirits around you, currently. You have a lot of spirit guides around you. Wow, okay. One last thing before I leave you guys with that message. How can I say that? It feels like, yeah, I'm hearing don't make the same mistake as your parents or your grandparents to shy away from a big opportunity, or to shy away from becoming wealthy, to shy away from doing something incredibly beautiful in your life just to fit in, or just to be normal, or just to, don't do that. Spirit is saying don't make the same mistakes as maybe your friends who turned a good opportunity away, or your parents who could have, created way more abundance if they were courageous enough to do so. Okay. Your spirit guides want you to know, don't make the same mistakes as your ancestors, as your grandparents, your parents, okay? If I say that, what comes to your mind? There's definitely an energy where spirit wants you to visit a new place, or you are going to get an invitation, or don't hesitate to invite people, okay? Don't hesitate to invite people and show who you truly are, or don't turn down invitations immediately, okay? Because there might be something really special. Yeah, something really special will be taking place in autumn season here for you guys, okay? Okay, my beautiful pile number 1, that was a beautiful message. I really enjoyed it. I love you guys. I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's find out what your mysterious message is about today. I'm going to cleanse the energy first, then I'm going to channel, and then we're going to look at the cards together, okay? Okay, pile number 2, a little bit of cleansing. Let me look at the energy here. What is the message for you today? I am hearing don't fall into the same trap. I'm also hearing you've been here before. I'm hearing the situation that you're currently in feels familiar, doesn't it? There's something about spirit wants to talk about how you sometimes go against your gut feeling, or how you sometimes go against your own judgment. I'm hearing we've been trying to tell you something, show you something for quite some time, with the angel messages that you see, with the dreams that you have, with even the inconveniences that took place recently. We're not punishing you, or we're not making things more complicated for you. We're just trying to tell you something, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that spirit says move forward, but move forward with the wisdom of the past. Don't fall into the same trap, or don't make the same mistake. Again, it feels like there's a situation in your life that feels very familiar, or if you look at it closely, spirit is saying it feels very familiar to what has happened like 3 years ago, okay? This could be connected to a job situation. This could be connected to you feeling indecisive, or like at a crossroads, or a connection, a friendship, a relationship, again, or a job situation. You felt this way before a few years ago, in a different company, with a different person, with a different friend, with a different relationship. There's something about spirit wants to ask you, why does it feel so familiar? Why is there so many similarities? Yeah, I'm hearing Spirit wants you to ask yourself a little bit more questions about like why. Ask yourself why you feel this way. Ask yourself why you are triggered by this. Ask yourself why you are here again. Or why is this happening again? Dive deeper into the why of the situation. And not why is this happening to me as in why do I have to go through this again, but more so why I'm hearing why you let this happen again. So I don't know what this means to you. This might be, because I feel like for some of you guys, there's an energy where you feel like you have to make a decision, or you are at a crossroads, or you feel very indecisive between two ways that you could walk, or two opportunities, two people. Okay. And there's an energy of, why are you staying in a situation if it doesn't make you feel happy? Why are you watering dead plants, is what I'm hearing. Okay, we have here the card rewards for hard work and effort, but I'm picking up the energy here of you put a lot of effort into something, but you feel like you the outcome was not really what you thought it would be. I'm hearing I had different plans in mind when I started this job, when I, committed to that relationship, when I committed to that friendship. There's something about come back to what you truly want in what is in front of you, and how there's a difference between those two, what you want and what is in front of you. We have here the card hindrance. It says fate has blocked this path for you, as well as the siren, and it says a temptation may lead you astray. We also have here the 5 of Cups. And when I look at this card, for me, this always feels like Spirit is urging you to see something. Urging you to take off the blindfold. May that be the realization, I'm not meant to live a 9-to-5 job, so why am I trying so hard to do this? I'm hearing you're going against your nature with whatever you're doing right now. I'm hearing, you're going against your nature here. There's something about you are meant to be an entrepreneur and not be in a 9-to-5. And then for others of you, you're meant to be at a different place with a different person than the person that you are currently with. Or you are meant to have different relationships, different connections, different friendships than the ones that you, or a particular one that you have here. It almost feels like you put your energy into it again and again and again and again, but it feels like there's hard work, but there's no real rewards. You put so much energy into it, but you're not, you get disappointed all the time, or you feel a lack of happiness at that job, with that person, with that friendship. And Spirit is saying it's hard to accept the truth, but it's important for you to break out of a cage. And this cage feels like a stagnant energy in your life. You don't like that stagnancy in your life. But maybe some of you guys, you also don't necessarily like change, or you're scared that if you walk away from that which you know, then you're left in the wilderness and uncertainty. But for some reason it feels like the right thing to do, right? Let me get a few more cards here. Pile number 2. What is the hindrance about pile number 2 or spirit? Yeah, it feels like you're not listening to your intuition here. When it comes to a person, a decision, a job, whatever it is. Nine of Cups. I'm hearing come back to your true self, because I feel like you adapted a lot. You either adapted your personality or who you are according to that job, or according to that person, according to that friendship. And Spirit is saying they want you to come back to who you are and what you truly want. They want you to get back to the basics. Why is the siren here? Let me see. Yeah, there's something going on here. There's something going on here. Something is not working out in your life anymore. This could also be a habit if it's not a person. It's a habit that is no longer working for you anymore. Take off the mask, or trust your gut feeling with that person, with that situation here. Spirit is not blocking the progress of a situation for no reason. There's always a reason why something seems to be stagnant or not moving forward. In this case, you're supposed to hit a dead end to understand, oh, I cannot continue to walk in this path. I'm ready for a new one. 10 of Wands. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles here. Wow, we have 10, 10, 10 here. That's a big... It almost feels like, yeah, it almost feels like Spirit is telling me here with this message today, yeah, you're hitting a wall. And this wall is telling you, hey, walk in a different direction. There's a reason why there's a wall here. There's a reason why you feel stagnant or sad about it. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid in the situation. I'm hearing just because something ends doesn't mean the end of the world. Yeah. Spirit wants you to consciously make peace with something, or just recognize that this is the end of the road. Until the end of the road, still I can no more. It's so natural, you belong to me. I'm hearing where you are, you don't feel like you belong there anymore. Again, could be a job. This could be even the clothing that you wear. Like, I feel like this is not really me anymore. Or I don't want to take this habit with me into 2023. Until the end of the road. Yeah. We have here, I don't know if it's the sun or the moon, but we have both on here, as well as the 6 of Swords. Yeah, it feels like a lot of you guys, I'm hearing there is comfort as well as discomfort in the situation that I know. But will I grow here? Am I growing? Is this growing? And if it's not growing, do I want to stay here? Or if it's not growing, if I'm not growing, if my dreams are not growing, is it maybe time for me to invest into a different seed and look if it grows? Okay. I want to get a few more cards. What do I want? Give me a moment. Yeah, let me get those. I like them. For some reason, I'm also being brought to all the drama that Kim Kardashian is going through right now, because this reminds me of like a tape, right? And there's like some drama going on with her, how some lies are being revealed that Ray J didn't, you know, like that he was, yeah, there's something about maybe you also come to a realization of, yeah, there's something bubbling up from the past, okay, something bubbling up from the past, but this time Spirit is asking you to make wiser decisions, or you know better, or you went against your gut feeling a lot of times in your life. We all did, don't get me wrong, but they're saying this time, first of all, they're helping you with this, but they're also helping you with this by blocking something to let you know this is not the way to go. Does that make sense? If somebody's indecisive and you see blockage after blockage after blockage on one path, this is also Spirit communicating to you to not continue to walk this path. This is how they're helping you with your decision, okay, with your decision making. What is the hindrance about here? Okay. Spirit is saying they're currently trying to warn you from harm or a situation that could possibly hurt you. If you look at this card here, it looks a little dangerous. But I'm hearing you already know that, you just don't want to. And when I say dangerous, I also mean the danger of being unhappy in a job, or the danger of, you know, dimming your light for the sake of fulfilling the dreams of your parents. Do you know what I mean? Okay, this could be all kinds of things. I'm hearing the danger of losing your happiness, or the danger of regretting a chance missed or a chance not taken, because one was choosing comfort instead of growth. Yeah, we have change here. I'm hearing the situation that you're currently in was good at some point. This relationship, this friendship was good at some point, but you're changing. That also means this situation, this friendship, this person, this partner, this job, this reality is no longer fitting who you are becoming. I'm also hearing here for some of you guys, you are working a little bit too much and neglecting maybe the people that you love, or don't fall into the trap of working yourself to death, if that makes sense, or to sacrifice everything of you just because of a job, or to impress somebody. What is the message for pile number 2 today? It's a little bit of tough love for you guys here. 8 of Cups, yeah. They're saying it's time to walk away. Spirit is saying it's time to walk away here. 8 of Cups. It's way too messy. There's something that is way too messy, or something that brings way too much, that doesn't bring much. There's either something in your life that brings you way too much chaos, drama, and stress, or there's something in your life that doesn't bring you enough. Like a job of some sort, or like a friendship, or whatever it is. I'm also hearing there is somebody who is smiling into your face, but they have different intentions. For somebody out here, if you had like a weird feeling with a person there is something sneaky about them, okay? There's something sneaky about them. There's something dishonest about them. And I'm hearing they want you to face that dishonesty in that person, but also your own dishonesty in just brushing this under the rug. Now, if I say that, listen to me, okay? Because I don't want to call you out. I love you guys. But if I could, open up about me, I'm the type of person sometimes I trust people too fast, or I don't want to, because the universe sends signs. The universe always sends you signs. Even if you feel like, I feel like they're not communicating to me, they're always communicating. So they usually send signs about a person, may they be good or bad. And sometimes back in the days, I was with people and the universe showed me, hey, I think this is not for you. But I was like, oh no, this person is kind, they're always nice to me, but you don't know what this person does behind your back. So when spirit is urging you or nudging you with like bad dreams or with weird things taking place when you are with this person, or when you somehow feel a weird energy in the air, it is not for no reason. It is to, because at some point my body was even resisting to talk to a person, and I was like, what is wrong with me? Now come to find out there was something wrong in the connection or with the person, which is the reason why my body resisted, and I was like questioning my body, why do you resist that person? Because they seem to be nice. But people can be nice in your face and be fake behind your back. So there's something about, don't close your eyes to what you already know is true. Spirit wants to confirm that you're not paranoid. There's really something fishy about them, something that doesn't align with who you are and will be in the future, okay? Or again, this could also be a job, feeling like a job is really sucking you dry, but you feel like you have to be strong and continue, but you're not seeing how it slowly but surely sucks out the soul in you, okay? I'm going to be blunt with my words here. Because you're like, oh no, this is how it's meant to be. It is not. Okay, Spirit wants to tell you it's not how it's meant to be. Absolutely not. And I did that a lot of times. A lot of times. This happened to me so many times. I'm also hearing Spirit saying, this situation is happening to you until you learned your lesson to listen to your gut feeling and to pay attention to like the red flags, or pay attention to your health. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. Your heart is trying to tell you something here. Do you see that here? Your health, your heart is trying to tell you something here about the situation that you're currently in. I'm hearing it's not all honey and rainbow. Okay. I'm hearing everything has its advantage and disadvantage. Everything has a contrast to it. Like, for example, I'm just going to give an example. A person who wants to become a famous singer, the darker side of the spectrum or the darker side of the coin would be they no longer can just go out because paparazzi are following them, or there might be rumors being spread about this person. Now you have to choose, is your love for singing and bringing a message across stronger than the dark aspect of it? And if it is, then go that path, because everything has a dark and a light aspect to it. We just have to choose what is the right thing for us. Yeah, choose what is right for you, and not what you think should be right or what you think is expected of you. Don't put up a front, or just because of reputation or because of image, is what I'm hearing. Spirit is asking you to, give me a second. I want to get one last card here. Spirit, what is your advice for pile number 2? Basically, they're saying don't ignore the signs that you get, because you have received signs. Spirit is saying don't ignore the signs that you get. Spirit, what is the advice here for pile number 2? King of Wands, 9 of Cups. Fight for your dreams. Fight for what you believe in. Reclaim your power. Yeah, there's something about fight for what you believe in, or make the decision for you, and not because of image, reputation, not because somebody else told you that's the way to go. No, because in your gut, when you make this decision, you feel good. There's one decision that makes you feel good and the other one makes you feel like shit. That is a clear tell here. Spirit is asking you to follow your dreams here, or to follow what fulfills you. Don't put your needs in the back burner, is what I'm hearing. What is your advice for pile number 2? Oopala. Okay, that didn't want to come out. I'm hearing don't get tempted by a beautiful face and nice lips when you know there's a hint of toxicity here. Okay, I'm hearing you can get better, have better. Okay. Queen of Swords. Spirit is asking you to see things from a more logical perspective, but bring your logic in tune with your intuition. But there's something about don't let a sexy man, a sexy woman, you know, like tempt you. It almost feels like somebody who is overcome by the urge to like indulge, or like, how can I say that? It's like a sexy man with a six-pack in front of you, and they're really, really sexy and you want them. But your mind tells you, I think I should probably don't do that. Maybe there's not even a reason. You just have a feeling I shouldn't be doing that. I don't know why. And then come to find out they have a family and you would have been in a big drama. Does that make sense? Spirit is saying become clear on what you truly want and see, compared to the situation that you're currently in, and what changes you can make. Yeah, I'm hearing don't lower your standards. Okay, don't lower your standards. I'm hearing there's a lot of drama that you avoid by making the right decisions, especially when it comes to like love matters. Okay, for some of you guys it might be time for you to go, to walk away, to start anew. May that be in friendship, dating, job, daily routine, whatever the heck it is. Okay, my beautiful pile number 2. I hope you guys like this reading. I love you guys. I know it was a little bit of tough love, but Spirit is really saying like, hey ho, this is not good for you and we don't want that in your life, whatever the heck it is. Okay, I love you guys. I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. You chose this beautiful image here. Let's find out what is the message for you today, the mysterious message. Let's reveal it. I'm gonna channel the energy first, and then I'm gonna show you the cards. Okay, so if I close my eyes, I am channeling. Okay, let's see, what is your message for today? I'm being brought to the song Window Shopper by 50 Cent. Because we have the card here, the 7 of Cups, and the interesting thing is, Spirit is so funny. The interesting thing is, in the song Window Shopper, if you watch the music video, it starts with a French man talking about chaussures, meaning shoes. And the image that you've chosen are shoes. Okay. Now, if we look at shoes, what they symbolically stand for, they stand for the way we walk upon earth, or maybe even in which direction we walk into. So I'm picking up the energy here that for a lot of you guys, there's gonna be an unexpected change or shift in the path that you will be walking. When I say that, this could mean all kinds of things, right? This could mean just like the train station that you actually wanted to go to, and then it leads you to a different train station. Oh, I'm being brought to a dream that I had. Okay, I'm hearing, hey, this was not planned. I wanted to go somewhere else. So Spirit has a surprise for you when it comes to your path in life, your career, the country that you will be living at or relocating to. Yeah, there's definitely an unexpected shift or change when it comes to your family life, your connection to your siblings, something about home and family. There's some change taking place here. I'm also hearing if you have children, they might really surprise you with the way that they will be walking in the future. Yeah, you're being led to walk a path that is destined for you, but very uncertain, unknown. It feels like unknown territory. I'm hearing you always had this gut feeling that your life will look different than what it looks like right now. May that be, I feel like I will not stay in this country. I don't feel like I will be living here for the rest of my life, or I don't feel like I would do this job for the rest of my life, or I don't feel like my future with my children will always be that way. You always had this gut feeling inside of you that there might be a surprise to your destiny, your fortune. It just feels like you always had this feeling of, I don't know what it is, I cannot put my finger on it, but I feel like there's gonna be something very interesting happening within my family, with my children, with myself, with my career. And whatever this feeling was that you always had or that you recently developed, I'm hearing it's taking on form. So what was once just an energy or a gut feeling starts to become like visible. So there's something about you feeling like there's a change coming towards you, or you feeling like there's something unexpected or uncertain that you pick up in the air about your future, and you cannot put your finger on it. But Spirit is saying you will be able to put your finger on it now. That's interesting. That's very mysterious here with you guys. I'm going to show you the cards now. We have here the Seer, follow your intuition. Okay, so Spirit wants to let you know that your intuition was right all along, but now your intuition, it was just a feeling, but now it starts to become something visible. Okay, I don't know what this card is, to be honest with you. I just read it, how do you say that, intuitively. But you can see, like, it says follow your intuition, and it looks like these people are following the path or following to go to this waterfall here. And then we also have the star here, which means there's a spirit around you. Okay, a guardian angel, a spirit around you that is currently letting you know. I'm hearing you and the spirit guide. The spirit guide is leading you to a very interesting place. We're going to dive into that in a second. And we also have the Ten of Swords here. So what I'm picking up here is that you recently went through an ending. May that be a contract ending, may that be a lease ending, may that be a friendship ending, whatever it is, something has been ending in your life. Or I'm hearing there's an end approaching, meaning oh, you know, like my lease for this apartment is only for the next 3 months, or I'm going to move to another apartment, or, you know, I'm going to have a child and my life is going to look different, or I'm moving out of home. Okay, something about like there's an end either that you recently experienced, or this end is in the air right now, where you feel like things will really change because of this career transition, of you going to this different apartment or moving somewhere else or having a child. Or I'm also hearing there's something about, so you tried out something and it didn't work out as you wanted. Okay, for some of you guys, you tried out something and it didn't work out as you wanted, and you are a little bit surprised because I'm seeing somebody who had a plan, but this plan doesn't play out as you thought. So now you are feeling uncertainty because now you're here with no plan. But Spirit is saying you sitting there without a plan was the plan all along. Okay, we're gonna dive into that a little bit more here. Let me see. So I'm being brought to the song Window Shopper. And he says, in the beginning, he says, the top feels so much better than the bottom. So what Spirit is saying here is, you have experienced a lot of rock bottom situations in your life. And the next chapter of your life, next couple of weeks and months, you will get a glimpse of what it feels like to be on top. May that be to be on top of your game, to be on top with your business, to be on top with ideas, inspiration, to be on top with your mood, to be on top with, or working with people that are on top, whatever that means. Okay, so you are about to experience what it feels like to be on top in whatever shape or form this will be. And there's something unexpected. I want to dive into that. 7 of Wands. Yeah. We have 7 here. So, and the star card is, I think, number 17 if I'm not mistaken. So maybe some of you guys, you've been seeing the number 777 a lot. The number 777 tells you that luck is around the corner, or there's like that what you're thinking about is a good idea, or you should follow that idea. 777 tells you should follow that idea, or you should follow this path. Okay. Yeah, there's a spirit here that is protecting you. You have a spirit or a guardian angel here that is protecting you, but they're specifically protecting like the path that is destined for you. Okay. Let me see. What is that unexpected change or shift about? Something that would take place in winter season. Let me see. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I'm picking up the energy in winter season. Somebody's gonna come to you. Okay, this could be a friend, family member, but I feel like it's somebody that you dearly love. This could also be a new person, but this could also be a family member, a friend, a co-worker that is near and dear to your heart. There's something coming to you in winter season. Oh, yeah. There's something coming to you in winter season here that I'm hearing that is going to blow your mind, or you're going to be super duper surprised about it. We talked about something will surprise you, right? Look at her, how she's very surprised. I'm also hearing for some of you guys, like your children will surprise you, or what the heck is that about? If you have children, or somebody in your family will surprise you in winter season. But for me, this feels like around winter season, winter, spring is what I'm picking up here. Somebody's gonna come to you and they will give you like an offer, or they will recommend or suggest something to you. And whatever they're suggesting to you or whatever they're giving you is changing your life. This is like it feels like a life-changing moment that you will experience around winter season with a person that is very near and dear to your heart. This could be new, this could be somebody that is existing in your friend circle, in your family, okay? It feels like this unexpected change or shift might be, let me see. Let's get a few more cards here. Spirit, what is this unexpected shift or change about? And with the Two of Swords, it almost feels like you will have to make a decision whether or not you want to take this offer, you want to take this suggestion, or whether or not you want to walk this path with that person, okay? What is this unexpected change or shift about, Spirit? Yeah, there's gonna be a conversation between you and another person, and they're gonna suggest something to you here, yeah, that would require for you to get out of your comfort zone. What is this unexpected change or shift about? Seven of Wands again. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. Okay, so Spirit, first of all, Spirit tells me this is for you to discover. I'm not supposed to talk about that too much in this tarot reading because it's going to be different for all of you. But with the Moon, this is usually like you're not yet ready for this to be revealed, or it's for you to discover on your own, basically, not for me to spoil the surprise here. Yeah, it feels like it's a secret, or like a secret plan, or Spirit has a secret plan for you. Okay. I'm also hearing, don't block your own blessings by rejecting suggestions. Okay, because somebody might be coming to you in winter season and you might feel like you are not ready for this, or it's too uncertain, but Spirit is asking you to discover this idea, this suggestion a little bit more before you turn it down. Okay, for some of you guys. Now let's look at this here again. What is the seer about? What are you trying to say here? Follow your intuition. I'm also being brought to, I'm going to give you an example here. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm going to give you an example with what Spirit means with follow your intuition, because I know everybody says, every reader says follow your intuition, but what does it really mean, right? So I'm going to give you an example what happened to me recently. So I was at a store and I was looking for clothing, and I didn't necessarily feel good on that day, to be honest with you. I felt a little bit like irritated, confused. I just felt like my energy was not the best on that day. So I went into that store for whatever reason. I usually don't go into that store, but I was like, fuck it, just let me go into that store and see what they have. And that's where intuition comes in. To not question why you feel drawn to something, you just go there and discover it. To not ask yourself, why do you feel drawn to that book cover? To just take the book and look into it. And then I walked into that store and there was a song playing. And I have Shazam on my phone, because I always do that. So I was in that store and that song was like really, I don't know, like, you know, when the melody really hits you. So I took out my phone and I put on Shazam, and then I found the song and then I listened to it. And that song, first of all, gave me visions, as well as it made me feel a feeling that I didn't feel for a while, or it made me feel very differently. It felt like a new feeling emerging in my soul and in my spirit. And it also, like, there was so much attached to me discovering that song that where I took out my phone to Shazam that song. And that's how Spirit is leading you. So pay attention, because since we have the window shopping here, Spirit is saying pay attention to the music that you're drawn to. Take out your Shazam and figure out what the song text is about. Spirit is saying they're helping you with the next step in your life. It's very important for you to keep your eyes open, meaning songs, meaning dreams, why you feel drawn to that book cover. It's almost as if when you go out, play a little bit of Sherlock Holmes and discover everything that you feel drawn to, because Spirit is saying that's where you will find the answers to your next step. Or there's something about, yeah, they definitely want you to discover something about discover this, look at it more closely, because it holds a very strong sign for you here. Okay, they're communicating with you very, very strongly right now. Okay, with everything that is around you. Products, colors, music, movies, people, everything. Spirit is talking to you through everything right now, because again, it almost feels like, I'm hearing the next chapter of your life is going to be a little bit wild. Okay, yeah, let's see what that is about. Spirit, what is that energy about here? Okay. Another thing Spirit wants to tell you today, pile number 3, is I'm hearing follow your bliss, follow your curiosity and not your fear. Consciously be aware of when you make decisions out of fear and when you make decisions out of love, because the decisions out of fear bring you nowhere, is what I'm hearing. They just keep you stuck. I'm also seeing here that for a lot of you guys, you will be putting an end to, there's something changing in your mind or the way you look at fear. Something about fear is coming up here. I'm hearing being fearful of uncertainty. But if you think about what is uncertainty or what is mystery, if you would put it into words, I feel like uncertainty and mystery is part of the universe. And is the universe or your spirit guides, is the spirit world, it almost feels like, I don't know how to describe it, but it feels like the word uncertainty or the word mystery can sometimes scare somebody, right? But uncertainty, isn't that what God is all about? Or isn't that what the universe is all about? So if the source of the word uncertainty and mystery is, the source of it is God or the universe, then why do you worry about it? As long as you have your spirit guides with you and you see the signs, symbols, and synchronicities, they're saying you're walking into the right direction as long as you listen to them. Yeah, as long as you listen to them. Okay, let me see. The Two of Cups here. And yeah, there's something about Spirit. Yeah, that's probably why Spirit wanted to tell you that they are protecting you. This feels like whatever changes are taking in your place, they're protecting you. They want to let you know that you're not alone. The signs, symbols, and synchronicities that you see are there to show you, hey, pile number 3, you're not alone. You may not know what is watching over you, but there's something watching over you. Me talking to you right now is your spirit guides watching over you. They want you to have a little bit more faith in that you are protected, okay? The Ace of Wands, as you try out new things here, okay? Something about you are protected as you try out new things. Let me see, but wow, look at that. Didn't we talk about the top feels so much better than the bottom? Look at this. I cannot make this up. And this red thread here also reminds me of like a golden thread here. Spirit is saying there's a lot of things that took place in your past, and if you put the puzzle pieces together, there's something about if you put the puzzle pieces together about all the things that you've went through and all the lessons that you've gathered, and there's something about like I'm picking up the energy of you having a full circle moment very, very soon, or you might be having this right now, where you understand why the universe made you the way you are. Something about this is why I am the way I am, but it is more connected to this uncertainty or this gut feeling that you have about your future, because your gut feeling tells you, I feel like there's something bright, beautiful coming to me or coming to my family. And whatever this full circle moment is about yourself or about another person in your life, it feels like you're gonna have a lot of clarity about why you are the way you are. It feels like you will have a moment the next couple of days and weeks where you will feel like, wow, this all has been destined, this all has been predestined, this cannot be like how it feels like you will have this moment of God orchestrated all of that for this to take place. You will have a moment where you're like, everything makes sense now. Even the things that I did when I was 5 years old and what happened to me when I was 15 and my children and the reason why my children are the way that they are, there's going to be a full circle moment where you will feel like it has all been predestined. It has all been laid out from the jump. It has all been written in the stars. Okay? And it has been orchestrated by something higher. And I'm hearing, and then you can put your finger onto what this mysterious energy is that you felt all along. You felt this mysterious energy for quite some time. I'm picking up since you were like younger, okay? And I'm hearing this mystery is going to be revealed to you, but interestingly enough, Spirit doesn't want me to reveal it to you. It feels like this is your story, how you reveal it, how you have this revelation. This is not for me to tell you about it. I'm hearing this is your story. Okay, so there's something changing about your story. There's something changing about, your path. An unexpected change or shift is taking place here, especially in winter season. And Spirit is saying, it's not for me to discover this. This is about, because the interesting thing is I feel like Spirit is trying to teach you how strong your intuition is and how you already know what I'm talking about. So they don't want you to rely on me to tell you what it is, because they want you to know how strong your intuition is and how you can decipher on your own what it is, okay? So pay attention to everything around you at this time. There's a lot of communication that is coming through from your spirit guides through music. Again, when you go out, you hear a song, take out your Shazam. If you're drawn to a book, go to that book. If you're drawn to a movie, watch that movie, okay? There's gonna be a lot of revelations. Yeah, there's a full circle moment. Look at this. Look at how there's like a crown of like full circle. So this is connected to that one and that one is connected to this one. There's gonna be a moment where you're like, this has been orchestrated by God. This has been orchestrated by the universe, that I am right here right now with this person, that I'm right here right now standing in front of this window, okay? To keep it short and simple, follow your intuition, follow this mysterious energy that you feel, it. That's what Spirit is saying. I'm also hearing, feel the fear and do it anyway, okay? Okay, my beautiful pie number 3. I love you guys. I hope this helped. I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye.